We're about to go live. Hey, what's up? It's me, Awesome Ali.
And I'm Raisa, and Happy New Year! The year is 2021, and you know what that means. We are back with our Sunday Classic Facebook Lives. But as we always are going to do, we're going to start it off with our quote of the day. Ali?
Yes, thank you, Raisa. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching this right now, make sure to comment, drop what you're thinking. How's your New Year's going? And what are some of your goals or quote-unquote resolutions? Today's quote is by Abraham Lincoln. He said, "Always bear in mind that your own resolution to success is more important than any other one thing." Raisa, perspective?
Wow. Sorry, can you just repeat that one more time? I just want to really take it in.
Yeah, for sure. So Abraham Lincoln, he said, "Always bear in mind that your own resolution to success is more important than any other one thing."
I really like that. I think it really goes with aligning with your purpose and who you want to be in this new year. I really like it because what I think he's saying is just having, the focus to be who you want. And really, when you put that in your vision and you just have it right there in your face every single day and you have the commitment to do that, it will come true. So I really like that.
So my perspective is that when he says your own resolution to success is more important than any other one thing, I think what he's trying to say, in my perspective, what I interpreted it as is, your vision for who you want to become, whether in 2020 in your future, should always be the first thing that you think about. If you're trying to go into a job or a career, does that align with something you want to be? And just for clarity here, your vision, your purpose, that can always slightly change, right? It's not just a set thing. It can be, however you're feeling. You only understand your purpose by understanding things that you also like and things you don't like, right? So by keeping what you really want to be able to do and accomplish at the front of your mind always, and seeing if these new opportunities really can help you get that, I think that's what he's saying is it's more important than any other thing. Like, I was talking with somebody the other day, right? And they were saying how they were about to quit their job to go 100% into something, right? 100%. Wow. I didn't know that the finances, they were just telling me that their friend was about to do this and they stopped them. But that was, to me, I saw that as commitment. This person was about to drop their job and go 100% into their passion. That's what I would say is putting your resolution of success is more important than any other thing. That person thought their job was less important than their success philosophy and with their resolution. So that's my interpretation there.
What happened to the person?
They ended up keeping their job.
Oh, pretty good.
They didn't quit.
Kid Everest joined. Woo! And on Facebook, Mary Long joined. Hi, Mary. How are you?
Hello, Mary. Hello, Kid Everest. We got some big news with these two coming in the new year, so we're not going to release that today.
No, surprise.
Not today, surprise. But thank you to these two. They're going to be a very big part of our next big project. So sneak, clue, wink, wink.
Okay, so big news though. Ali and I really want to honor you by carrying out our interviews, but you also want to push out some new content that will just brighten your day. So do you like these quotes? Do you like it when I ask you for the quote of the day? Because that is exactly what we are going to be doing for the next 90 days. Ali, 90 days, 90 quotes. What's happening?
Yes, thank you, Raisa. So starting, excuse me, Raisa. Starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time, right? Issa and I will be going live on both Instagram and Facebook every day for the next 90 days to give you not just a quote, but we're going to give you some tips for today, for tips for that day. Like, we have a journal right here, which you can get for free. We'll put a link to where you can sign up and get your own free, not 90-day, but a 30-day journal. So, it's a little bit more manageable, where you're going to get a daily routine to do. So, you can keep yourself in check for the new year, making sure you're staying on track for your vision and your goal. You'll also get, like I said, the tips for tomorrow. So the tip for this day, which is 58, that's where I got today's quote from, is, Riz, you want to read it since you did these?
Sure. We both did it. So the tip for tomorrow is be direct. If you have something to say to someone, say it in a respectful way. Always put respect at the top of your list. This is crucial in your business as well. My mentor always says, never sacrifice the relationship.
Yeah, don't burn those bridges.
Exactly. So perfect. Truly care about the problem and show the maturity to say some things up front. So if there is a problem in your life, wait, I'm not done. Sorry. Say it and put it up there. And this is from Tips from Life's in Session by Robin H.C. Oh, one of the really cool things that you will get in this nice 30-day journal is that we have pictures. So look at that. It's
not just a blank
high quality pictures. It's not blank. Everything is laid out for you. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, and then on top of that will be, okay, so Raisa, we have our little daily planner in the beginning, so teach you how you can lay out your stuff. We're going to give you some, what would you call these, Raisa?
They're like informational pages.
Yeah, things to like keep in mind when you're going through your journal. Like this one here was exercise. We can have a really busy day, but it's great to incorporate. How can you incorporate some exercise into your daily routine? We have the reflection pages for the month for the week. This is the month one, so you can really track your goals, right? Because it's only by reflecting on what you've done can you really see if you're making progress. And then, this is what Rachel was saying with the pictures. And then here is the weekly one there. So if you're interested in that, we'll put the link in the description, wherever on the bio description. And then you can pick up yours for free and then join us on our journey doing quotes and tips for you for that day tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern time.
Yes, and this the great thing about doing it live is that you actually get to join our conversation as well. So every time Allie and I, we discuss the quote of the days, we discuss the tip, we want to hear what you have to say about them too. Does this quote relate to you? Does it relate to somebody else? Did you do the tip for the day or tip for tomorrow? How did it help? We really want to do that. So that's why we're doing it consistently, 90 days, 8 a.m. every day. Join us for like 5 minutes in the morning as we discuss the quote of the day. Okay.
Woo! So we're very excited for you to join us. Make sure to click the link. All right, Risa, we're going to be jumping into some tips for the new year. Even though the new year is still here, but have you done your resolutions? Have you set some goals, whether 90, 6 months, or for the entire year? Do you even have somewhat of a plan, or are you just going with the flow? Well, today we're going to change that and making sure you have some tools. That's going to be one of the first things, some tools to make sure that you can be prepared for the new year and things to remember as you go throughout the year. All right, Raisa, you're going to start us off with 2 tips. What's the first one?
Okay, so the first tip is to sharpen your tools, sharpen your skill set, and really get it out there. It's always good to learn and read, and I know we always preach this, but there is something so different about actually just sharpening your skills and sharpening your tool set. Because when you can do this, you can do almost anything. You are prepared, you are engaged in what you are doing, and you know how to conquer it. When we always say knowledge is power, it's because whatever situation you face, you have the knowledge and the skill set to go and face that situation with confidence. Yeah, potential with conviction and confidence, and to really, really go through it.
So great. Sorry, right there. Okay, yeah. So sharpening your tools to go along with what you said, being able to have the competence to know your surroundings, know your field that you might be in. We tend to think that we know everything, we got it down pat. I know, especially like our dad, I'm looking over here for a second because he's in software and stuff like that. And there's a whole bunch of books that he had to read, knowing from like the basics to each year, and had to keep updating. I found out something interesting. Yeah, IT. Thank you, Raisa. He had to keep learning the new program. So he had to keep sharpening the tools of, what does this do? What does that do? I believe it's with doctors and medical professions that I think it's either every 1 year or 2 years that they have to retake their medical exam to keep their license. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, to keep their license so they are always up to date on what's happening, right? So that's sharpening tool. That's a great example right there. Fantastic. Raisa, what's number 2?
Write your personal vision statement. And I really like this because when you are having conviction in yourself and you are ready to go, know what you want to represent. So I actually had a tip that was very similar to that. So I'm going to say that because it goes together. Yeah. And that tip was, find out what you represent right now and what you want to represent, because we all know 2020 has passed. We're in 2021. Woo-hoo. So, woo, yes. So it's very important that we actually have who we want to represent. Every day that we look in the mirror, who are we putting out to the world and who do we want to showcase, especially because everything's online, which means it's recorded and it stays on the internet forever. Who do you want to be from 10 years from now? Mm-hmm. If somebody's going across your video, what are you saying? What are you putting out there? And I think that goes along with Ali's tip, is having that personal vision statement, not only finding what you represent and who you are, but also putting that down and writing. There's always the metaphor of, written in stone. Nothing is ever confirmed until it's written in stone. That's the same thing as writing it down on paper, because you're taking it from here and you're putting it on paper where it is official. It is an official idea.
And, it's been proven that when you tend to write things down more, it's not one sticks in your memory longer. It comes up when you do it every day. I know one of our mentors, James McNeil, quick plug for him. He has a 30-day miracle challenge that he does, right? And one thing is, they have a Dream Life Manifesto, okay? Mm-hmm. This is where you want to know what you want to do, what your dream life could look like. And they got to write that down every single day. And what's the power of that? The consistent action of writing it down, finalizing it, tweaking it for 30 days. Now, that is why it is called a challenge. So shout out to James McNeil for that right there. And to continue along with the personal message and vision statement, something that I was watching a video the other day, quick tip, don't know who it was by, but they were saying, imagine if a documentary team was following you around every single day, right? Like they're every single day for the whole month or like for a whole year, right? Filming all of your actions. Are you not going to try to, but they try to put you up as an idol, right? If you're a celebrity, you got to be on your top 1%, A game every single moment, right? So that was some sort of motivation. If you're going through an exercise and you're trying to show people, you're a top 1% athlete and this is how you train, and then you stop halfway through your rep to take like a break or whatever, but you have more energy within you to check your phone in the middle of a rep, how would that translate into the documentary? So think about that, if that helps you to motivate yourself right there. But writing down your personal vision, like you said, Ray said, this could be the 1 year, 5 year plan. Suggesting 1 year is really good, or even 6 months, so you can continue to update it, and reading it every day or writing it out really tends to help.
Mm-hmm. I really like that. And Ali, you talked about a really great thing there where it is about repetition and what happens with repetition, writing things down, performing, having consistency. That translates into your subconscious mind. And I know when we talk about having our vision and manifestation and putting it out there, it can be a lot of fluff and it can be confusing, where you can hear messages like, put your vision board out there or put your thoughts out there, whatever it may be. But really and truly, what you repeat over and over will translate into your subconscious brain, which actually goes to one of my tips of using powerful words. So Ali, can you give me a little bit, can you give me some list of powerful words?
Let's see. Euphoric is a good one.
Euphoric is a very good one.
I would say powerful, strong, things like that, positive words and positive verbs, right? That's a big one. I remember our mentor, Raymond Aaron, he was talking about verbs and how they have a very powerful vibe to them or energy. And the word trying, right, is one of the worst verbs that you can use, that you're trying to do something, right? Because you don't really understand when you're trying to do something, it's either you're doing it or you're not doing it, right? So it's not that you're trying, it's either you're doing it or you're not. So that was a big one that I learned from him. Rachel, what do you got?
I like euphoric, ambitious. Mary Long on Facebook put dynamic, expansion. Thank you. So those are all very, very powerful words. And like Ali said, using powerful verbs as well. So imagine you're faced with a difficult situation. Let's just say failure, for example. Everyone experiences failure in life, but sometimes your emotional association to the word failure can be linked to a certain memory and experience. So when you are and that goes into your subconscious mind. So when you are faced with a situation that you feel like you are anxious about, you feel like you're going to fail again, that's your subconscious mind taking those experiences, emotions, association, and the negative words that you have put in there, and it's just repeating it back to you. It's only validating how you feel because of those different associations. So here's a really cool thing that I learned from our mentor is that your subconscious mind does not judge you. What it does is feeds you back what you fed it. You know what the saying like
The two wolves?
no, you are what you eat. That's kind of how your subconscious mind works. Whatever you feed it in different situations, it will regurgitate that and give it back to you. So my biggest tip for you is to start using powerful words so that you can start programming your subconscious mind. So it's like how Mary Long said, dynamic, expansion. Ali said euphoric. Using powerful words like that, if you're in a situation of failure, but your failure, your emotion to failure is being euphoric, being dynamic, you're going to really take on the situation, and that's in the back of your subconscious mind, that is how it's going to be programmed to repeat it back to you, so that you have more confidence and more conviction in how you actually go about that certain situation. Mary Long put truth. If your powerful word is truth, that means every time you are tapping into your intuition to find that truth.
And to go along those lines of powerful words and stuff, when you just quick thing for failures and things and like obstacles, or if you think something's not necessarily going your way, something that Gary Vee said, and quote me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he said it was a positive, practical perspective that you got to have in your life. What that practical, positive perspective is, it's not just looking at everything, rainbows and sunshines. It's actually looking at what it is right now, finding a positive perspective from that, and then figuring out how to proceed. It's saying, all right, this is what's happening in the day-to-day life right now. This is what's actually happening. How can I benefit from this? How can I find some sort of gratitude in this situation? And then how can I continue on with my daily life, right? So it's having a practical, positive perspective in life. Very big.
Okay, Ali,
the next one,
next tip.
Thank you, Risa. The next one is finding an accountability circle, or also joining a community. Now, this is a big one. Me and Raisa are part of two very big, not very big communities, but big to us, right? They're 100% in our life almost every single day, right? And this is how we, one, stay accountable with certain people, because we have our circle inside of that community to keep us accountable on our goals. We do that with each other. Our mom helps us to make sure we're staying accountable.
So does our dad.
Yes, and our dad.
Our whole family.
Exactly. We keep each other accountable, and then we have other people, we keep them accountable. So with that accountability, it's interesting how this kind of refers back to a financial term, accounting, right? You're keeping account of yourself and what you're doing, right?
That's
so
good.
Thank you. Making sure, thank you, Raisa. Making sure you're keeping account for what you're saying. It's that financial term is always coming up. Money's a big play in our lives. And joining that community, especially now, even though we're still separated from people, right? Joining a community helps to build relationships. It does. If you're a business owner, by joining different groups, that allows you to open up to more potential customers and clients. So have an accountability partner, and also joining a community. And the last one for our tip and for this live today.
Wait, I have one more.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait, before I go to that, Raisa, what you got?
Yeah, thank you. Jeez, just kidding. No, he did pass on the torch, so I really appreciate that. As we're talking about having these communities and in your business, one like food for thought or thought of the day I really want to share with you is your action is your attraction. I know that most times that you might feel like self-doubt, or you feel like you're not getting enough customers in your business, or you don't feel like you're making a lot of connections. I just want to give you a little bit of a reminder that everyone on earth is on a journey, a soul journey, looking for something, searching for something, trying to find their purpose. Every time that you take action towards your path, it only strengthens your attraction even more.
Mhm.
That's what it means at the end of it. That's what it means to really manifest something, is that you strengthen your attraction for people to come to you, so that your actions that you take every single day, don't worry about it. Keep going, because those people are searching for somebody like you. They are trying to find someone like you to help them on their journey. So your action is your attraction. Keep going.
And to that point right there, as one of our things our mentor likes to say always is take the ramp of reason first and then take the leap of faith. Right. So one of the big things that he likes to use is returning a car, right? Being descriptive, like you were saying, Raisa, with the personal vision. If you're trying to get a brand new car this year, or a house or mansion, whatever it might be, thinking of that dream life, right? Thinking about that, and then being descriptive with all those details. If you're trying to go and get the car, right, it's writing down all the details. Then, finding the pictures, looking at it, doing a little visualization if you're into that, right? And then next thing you know, like he says, once you've done that, you then go to the dealership, because then that kicks in the subconscious or the unconscious mind to say, oh my gosh, it starts freaking out, because you're taking that step, or those steps in the reason faith, right? And you're doing it, and then it builds a stronger connection. It starts to compound as you continue to do more things with it. You then do a test drive, right? And then if you can do it, you put down the payment. It goes crazy. You might not even be able to afford it. And then you figure out ways. There was a post I saw, and it was like this person praying to God, if you believe in that source love, if you're cool with that, the universe, right? And they were saying, help me. I don't have any food, and it's just a desert. And then from the cloud, they give them a shovel, right? They wanted food, and the person or the universe gave a shovel. Now that's a big meaning to the words, that it's helping you in the way of you got to do the work. It can only help you so much by giving you that tool, right? It's giving you the tool to be able to reap what you want. So great point there, Raisa. And the last one for this live is to have some fun, right? In 2021, let's have some fun. Try different things. If it's out of your comfort zone, still try it. If you're a foodie person, try some new food. If you're an adrenaline junkie, go try some. If you think you're an adrenaline junkie, maybe try something a little bit slower. Go down, try it. Step outside of your comfort zone this year and enter the growth zone, because that's where you get to grow, get to understand more about yourself and what you like to do, right? And then also you get to meet new people, create different experiences, and really get to truly live a fulfilling life, because then you can say, I've done this, I've tried it. And then you get to build a diverse library of experiences that you can then share with others in the future.
Yeah, sorry, Ali. I know you said you wanted to close it off, but I just had to say one more thing, and that is stay uncomfortable. I don't know that's how it translates to you, but stay uncomfortable in a way that don't accept the way things are right now, because it will get better. I think, and the biggest, most general reflection is that we are definitely at a point in our society where we need to start thinking about our actions way more, right? Because we are seeing the consequences with it. And if what's happening right now makes you uncomfortable and you want it to change, start doing the things to change it. Because as a collective whole, that's the kind of power that we have as people, as citizens, and as a society to really make a change in the world. That we collectively work together to make that kind of change. So with that...
Wait, Raisa, now that you said that, just remember to get the 30-day miracle, the 90-day journal We get the 30-day version for that, and then
30
join
days to
us.
becoming an awesome person.
Yes, and you'll get to join us tomorrow, happening at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on both Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to that, and we're so excited for you to join us on this journey. This was presented by APSOW. Awesome people.
Shaping our world.
Remember, you are awesome.
And you can make the world a better place. Bye.